Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now guys, today's video is plain and simple. We're going to go through all of the special locations in Prehistoric Hunt. These are in essence the bases where you can fly from and fly into to restock. There are storage boxes there where you can put your items into, where you can then collect them at other bases, use them at other bases, and stash boxes which are located all around the map today. So if that is something that you're interested in, then watch on. So I am going to do these in some kind of chronological order of what you might come across as the game goes on. So first up, we have the supply warehouse. You will spawn straight into the bottom of the island down here. And this will be the first location you will come across in the tutorial. The supply warehouse is a framed building which looks like it kind of looks like a greenhouse. But this will be the first location here. You will have a storage box. You will also have a pre-ton machine where you can buy all of your weapons and stock up all of your utilities. You will have a machine to fly to other bases, and you will also have a sleeping area here and a rest zone as they call it. There will also be a note here on the side for you to have a look at. Now, in chronological order, you can see all of these other stash boxes, resting spots throughout the map. We are going to focus on solely the actual special locations today, but let me know if you would like a separate video on them as well and where you can find them. So down in this far south end of the map, you will find the supply warehouse. Now, whatever direction you go next when you first start, it depends where your contracts will take you. But we will start in this lower part first, and we will then head on to the next location. Next, we move on to Fuel Depot. Now, Fuel Depot is located on this far east side of the map, southeast part of the map. Now, because I'm running towards me, at Fuel Depot you can see it was made as a fuel depot. There's tankers, old tankers. You will have your fly machine, you will have your purchasing machine, your pre-ton machine, your storage box, and your resting area here as well. Now, Fuel Depot, in terms of dinosaurs that you will find around here, so if you're travelling into here, there's a lot of iguanodons, there are some triceratops, there are ankylosauruses. If you move further out into this direction, you'll find some Carnotaurus as well. Up on here, you'll find Carnotaurus, and also Rexes do roam over this part here as well. So, without further ado, we will move on to the next location. This next one is called Forester's Boat. So you'll see it here. It is a crashed up ashore boat, half sunk in the sand. This is over on the far southwest part of the map. On this part that sticks out there, you can see there's a bridge that leads to this next part here, which will lead you to then Temple Ruins. If you're coming in this location, as you can see, there is Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, Gallimimus. There is also the Pachyosaurus as well, which also comes across into here. And sometimes, if you're unlucky, the Spinosaurus will cross the bridge and walk around in this location as well. So just be very, very careful if you're venturing out into this part here to take down any Gallimimus or Ankylosaurus or anything of that sort. But you'll also have pterodons as well flying over ahead. You'll have your resting spot, you'll have your storage box, you have your flying machine, your cooling point, and you also have your pre-ton machine to purchase all of your goodies as well. So next off, we will head over to the Temple Ruins. And here it is in all its beauty, the Temple Ruins. Now, the Temple Ruins gives off some kind of music. I don't know why, it always has done. But it is the Temple Ruins. When you come to the Temple Ruins, you are going to be surrounded in a thick woodland. And trust me, you are not safe in the Temple Ruins. Carnotauruses are roaming around here, the same as Utah raptors. In the Temple Ruins area, it is a very, very vast majority of species of dinosaurs. You will have Spinosaurs that come along the coast along here. You will have Iguanodons, as you just heard there, Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, Pachysaurus. You'll have Gallimimus, Utahraptors, Carnotaurus, you name it. You'll pretty much be able to find what you're looking for in this location right here. Iguanodons, as you can hear here, are also very, very common. It's probably one of the most common places that you will find one. At the temple ruins, we do have your Preton machine. Sorry, there you have your flying cooling machine. You have your storage box, and you have a rest spot, just like normal in the normal bases here. Very nice spot. So in our next trip across, we will head into the east, right into the center of the map, and we will head to the radio tower. And here we have the radio tower, nestled right on top of this cliff edge. It is quite a pain to get to if you're coming at it from the sides. If you're coming straight from the supply warehouse, there is a clear ramp uphill straight onto the top of it. However, this patch here, especially when you first start in the game, this is T-Rex Alley. There is Rexes everywhere in here, known to have 4 at a time. You'll also have Carnotaurus, you'll have Giganotosaurus. It is a very, very unsafe place when you first come into this game and you're trying to run straight up the middle there. You will be able to also get up from this side here. This little bit is a nice ramp which you can also just about get up. There are some other places you can get up round on this side, and on this side it's just a lot more difficult. Here is easy, up the back is easy. At the radio tower, you do have your storage box, you have your Preton machine, your flight cooling, your resting spot. But just look at this view from the radio tower here. You overlook the beach, where you may see some Rexes. You will see a lot of Brachiosaurus all the time. You will always see Brachiosaurus on here. But as you look over in the distance, you could see some Giganotosaurus. You could also see some Rexes coming up the beach to have a snack on these unlucky Brachiosaurus. Next, we are going to head very, very slightly into kind of the northeast area, and we're going to head over to Cave. Just be careful when you fly into Cave. It is not safe either. You could have the opportunity of coming face to face with a Rex. So without further ado, let's jump over there. And we're at Cave, and as you can see, I'm one of the unlucky ones to have a Rex in my face immediately. So Cave is nestled into the side of a mountain. You will have a lot of Rex encounters here. I've even had it in the past where a Rex has even spawned in my face running up the side of the mountain. At the cave, you will find your resting spot, you'll find your Preton machine, your storage box, and you will also find your call out flight machine to fly into the next base or wherever you want to go. Just a reminder, with special locations, you can fly from and into a base, but you cannot fly to a pickup point here. You will not be able to fly to a pickup point. But guys, without further ado, I don't want to get into a tussle with the Rex, so let's head up north to the Ranger's cabin. I just thought I'd give you an insight of how unlucky I've been just making this video. So that Rex managed to kill me because there was 2 of them, and I've just spawned. Look, there's another 2. What is going on? There's 4 Rexes. I will get to that Ranger's cabin. Right, 2 Rexes dealt with, 1 in the water, there's 1 up there that's just gone down. 2 more to go, and I will get to that Ranger's cabin. Right, all 4 Rexes dealt with. This one actually died. This is the one I was shooting in the cave when I got eaten. But guys, you can see, and it just goes to show, none of the special locations are safe. So be very, very careful when you're in them. Because it's a special location that has all your base stuff in there, doesn't mean it's safe. So without further ado, let's actually continue on. Next up, we have Ranger's cabin. Now this is literally what it says on the tin. It is a little cabin set up on the hills that overlooks the sea and the beach. You can see all of the Brachiosaurus all over there on the beach. They like the beach locations. If this location, if you want to find dinosaurs, you can find Ankylosaurus and Triceratops that roam over here and up over in the banks. You'll have Compsognathus, which will be just behind the ranger's cabin quite a lot here. Brachiosaurus and Gallimimus all along the beach here as well. You will also find Rexes on this beach, and Rexes that will also come up over here and move from cave back to the beach over here as well. So don't, just because you have this ranger's cabin here, don't be fooled, it is still not safe. Inside the ranger's cabin you'll have a whole little setup here. You also have the bed here to sleep in rather than a tent, but you still have your normal and standard box, storage box, your cool-in flight, and also your Preton machine here as well. So next off we will move slightly across and move west, and we will go into freight container. My warning is though, it's with freight container you have compies and Utah Raptors quite a lot of the time straight off the bat, so when you fly in, always be prepared. And here it is, freight container. Now when you fly into freight container, you will fly into the middle, right next to the flight machine. I've just started here to show you it all in its glory. Now, it might look protected, you have the walls, as I said. However, this is very, very much a point of Utah Raptors and compies. Sometimes you spawn in here and they'll be right on you. They will walk all around this area. Now, in terms of your normal machines, there's one over there, you hear that Utah Raptor in the background. You do have your standard storage box here. You have your actual Preton machine and your flight machine there. However, the sleeping in this area is different. You will need to come inside this building here and use the bed, this bed here to sleep. That one there. Now the freight container is over a little bit more area than the other ones. You can see they've put a lot of effort into developing this with the actual freight boxes that are just behind that wall there, the little warehouse, and these two buildings here as well. So you can see it's quite the area, and it's nestled right in the bushes and woodland here, with the edge of the sea on the other side right here as well. Also on the sea, I have heard the Mosasaurus here. There is a loot box right out there, and by the sounds of it we have another Rex. No matter where I go in this today, I seem to have a Rex that comes to try and get me. In terms of the areas I forgot with the freight container, obviously for the obvious ones which I mentioned, you have the Utah Raptors, you have Compsognathus, as I said. You do also find Ankylosaurus further down here, but this area, this whole patch here, we call Gigaland, mainly because of Giganotosaurus. They spawn one after another after another. If you want to go and hunt down some Giganotosaurus, then yes, you will find it there. But right next, we only have the last location. We have visited all of them, apart from now the lighthouse, which is right up in the top far northwest part of the island. So this is probably going to be, this was the last one that I found, just because it's so far away from everything. So without further ado, we are going to head out to that lighthouse. And here we have it, guys, the lighthouse. Now with the lighthouse, as I said, it's settled right in the top northwest of the island, right on this end of here, right where a lighthouse should be, I guess, on the edge of a cliff overlooking the sea. And it literally is a cliff. I've not seen a Mosasaurus in the sea on this part. Now I haven't, there's no loot boxes on this side, but I'm pretty sure there is a loot box around here somewhere, out in that sea. But the lighthouse, you cannot actually go inside the lighthouse itself. It is blocked off. You can't gain access to it. But you do have your standard resting spot tent. You have your Preton machine, your cool flight machine, and you have your storage box. Coming out into the lighthouse, you will find mainly iguanodons, some gallimimus, just around in this area. As you do move south though, you will come across triceratops, compies, you'll have ankylosaurus, a lot more iguanodons as well, and carnotaurus as well. You'll also have a lot of flaccidromus that are flying over here as well. But guys, that is all of the actual special locations. We visited Supply, we visited the fuel depot, we visited Forester's Boat, Temple Ruins, Radio Tower, Cave, Ranger's Cabin, Freight Container, and then also the Lighthouse. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and a share. It does help the channel out massively. As I said before, if you want me to do a video based on the actual other spots, the stash spots, the resting spots, the pickup points, then please also let me know. But you'll be able to see from this map here. Pause it here if you want to see where those locations are as well. I'm pretty sure I found all of them now. I've been playing for a very, very long time. I've explored every inch of the island. Right in the early days, I even swam out to these separate little islands out here right on the edges as well. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Go check out that merchandise, and if you want to support the channel further, then please do consider being a member. Get early access to videos and get some other perks along the way as well. And I will catch you all in the next one.